For years, we were told New India is rising, New India is roaring, New India is a Vishwaguru, New India is Atmanirbhar, self-made, self-reliant, self-respecting. It doesn't bow, it doesn't bend. But reality?
We agreed to stop buying oil from Iran. We agreed to stop buying oil from Russia, facing so much criticism from our Indian opposition. We agreed for 50% tariffs. Agreed means we did not say anything. We maintained our patience. 50% tariffs we agreed. Today, in the new trade deal also, we agreed for 18% tariffs, higher than what it used to be. Average tariff. So where is India lagging behind in that? What are those issues that where India is not doing enough?
Yes, Trump sir. Okay, Trump sir. All right, Trump sir. Done, Trump sir. We agree, Trump sir. We agreed, Trump sir. What else we should do, Trump sir? To all the Dhurandhar fans, this is the reality of our Naya Bharat. This is the geopolitical spine of our Mahamana. It may sound so polite on a microphone, but underneath that polished English, what he was really saying to Washington was, sir, we did everything, sir. We cried, we bent, we bowed. What else can we do, sir? It is the geopolitical version of the great Indian disease. लोग क्या कहेंगे? Washington क्या कहेगा? गोरा मास्टर क्या सोचेगा? A desperate, deep-rooted colonial hunger for foreign validation. America says, stop buying the oil. Okay, sir. Done, sir. America slaps a 50% tariff. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated, sir. Where is India lagging behind, sir? The tragedy of our Naya Bharat is simple. If we gave the keys of our nation to the Sharma ji ka beta of politics, you cannot be a Vishwaguru, a superpower, when your geopolitical spine is made of a middle-class inferiority complex. India desperately needs strong face, leaders who know how to play dirty, leaders who can look at the global rule book and use it to wipe the shoes. We need minds that can absolutely exploit the international system, ruthlessly, even without a single drop of remorse. Because out there in the global jungle, morality is just a fairy tale sold to the weak. Out there, nobody respects politeness. They respect leverage. They respect unpredictability. They respect people who can say no. The irony is we actually have leaders who know how to be ruthless. We have leaders who know exactly how to break the rules. We know how to completely dismantle a system. We have the absolute, undisputed PhD in playing dirty. But unfortunately, they saved all that mafia energy for us. Agencies, arrests, tear gas, barricades, bulldozers, iron nails on the highway, UAPA, jail, raid, the list goes on and on. They bend the constitution like it is a piece of rubber. But the moment the flight crosses the Arabian Sea, the row turns into a request. So please, sir, what else can we do, sir? Same system, same people, two completely different personalities. That is the real story of our Naya Bharat. Just imagine. Just close your eyes and imagine for a second. What if the roles were reversed? What if they took all that domestic arrogance, all that terrifying, ruthless rule-breaking energy and packed it in the suitcase to Washington? Imagine if the Mahamanav addresses the American president the exact same way Amit Shah addresses Mamata Banerjee.
Hey, Didi! आँख खोल कान खोल कर सुन लो.
But we don't get that, do we? We get the exact humiliating, opposite.
Prime Minister Modi came to see me. Sir, may I see you, please?
Came to see me, sir. May I see you, please?
What if, just what if, that polite, obedient Sharma ji ka beta version was brought back home? What if they treated the tax-paying, law-abiding, hard-working citizens of India with the exact same respect, the exact same politeness that they reserve for a white man in an American suit? How beautiful would that Naya Bharat be? A government that is ruthless with the world and polite with its citizens. A government that negotiates hard outside and governs gently inside. But no, the script is perfectly flipped. They are the lions in the gullies of Delhi and lambs in the corridors of Washington. They have a 56-inch chest for the unarmed, helpless citizens and a bended knee for the Gora master. They will tear down your house if you protest, but they will gladly sweep the floor if Washington asks them to. And yet, we are told to proudly beat our chests. We are told to proudly sing Vande Mataram. We are told to debate on it. We are told to fight on it. We are told to stand in cinema halls and measure the patriotism of the guy standing next to us. Is he standing up straight? Is he singing loud enough? Does he have the required government-approved level of Desh Bhakti in his eyes?
भारत माता की जय. Yeah, go.
We have been turned into an entire nation of emotional fools, fighting our neighbors, fighting our friends, fighting random strangers in the comment section. You don't say Bharat Mata ki jai, go to Pakistan. You don't support the Mahamanav, you are an anti-national. They throw a heavy slogan at you and catch it like a starving dog catching a bone. You take all your anger, all your frustration, all your unemployment, and you unleash it on your own countrymen in the name of Desh Bhakti. They point a finger at the guy praying differently. At the guy eating differently. And they whisper in your ear, here's the reason you are suffering. And you believe them. You genuinely, passionately believe them. Because fighting a neighbor is so much easier than fighting a system. Hating a poor stranger requires absolutely zero courage. But questioning the emperor, that requires a spine. You know what? Awareness is a curse. It is a brutal, suffocating curse. How good it would have been if I, you, we all were just like those who celebrate the Dhurandhar, those who cheering for the CGI Mahamanav, those who think New India is a Vishwaguru, those who see a man crawling and think he's doing push-ups, those who watch their leader polish American boots and proudly tweet about a global Swachh Bharat. Shame requires self-awareness, but here, self-awareness is anti-national. Even Savarkar would have been ashamed to see this. At least he was locked in the Andaman cellular jail. At least he had Kala Pani to break his spirit. At least he had the excuse of physical torture, of chains, of solitary confinement. But the Mahamanav, the roaring Vishwaguru, what exactly is his excuse? Savarkar wrote, "Your obedient servant," in private. You proudly announced, "We accommodate his sensitivities in public." Even the ghost of Savarkar must be watching this from above, face palming and thinking, "Bhai, थोड़ी तो self-respect रख लेते."
रखिए।
कम मर्यादा रखिए, थोड़ी मर्यादा रखिए।
Let us be fair to Savarkar. Let us give the man his due respect. He was jailed by an empire whose sun never sets. He was stripped of his humanity in a dark cell the size of a closet. When he finally broke, he broke like a human being. His mercy petition carried the heavy, dark stains of Kalapan. He had the courage to fight before he fell. He had a rebellion inside him before it was beaten out. To even write an apology letter, to even reach a breaking point, you first need to have a spine to break. Our Mahamanavs was missing from the start. History will always judge Savarkar. People will always debate his legacy. Intellectuals will argue for decades whether he was a hero or a coward. But history won't even need a debate. There will be no arguments. There will be no symposiums. Because you didn't surrender to an empire or torture. You surrendered to a foreign power or a habit. Savarkar's apology was a tragic end of his rebellion. Your apology is just your foreign policy, Modi ji. I see people everywhere on the internet from past 4 days tweeting, oh my God, Ram Madhav has totally exposed the BJP. He exposed the Modi Sarkar. The mask has fallen. I mean, really? Exposed? What exactly was there to be exposed? To expose something, you need a secret, don't you? Ram Madhav didn't reveal anything new. He just said it out loud. And suddenly, truth sounds shocking. Only because we got used to pretending. That is the real tragedy. People acting surprised at something that was happening in plain sight. Because we don't lack information. We lack honesty. Honesty to admit what we see. Honesty to question what we hear. Honesty to connect the dots. And until that happens, New India will keep roaring on television. New India will keep rising in speeches. New India will keep becoming a Vishwaguru in hashtags. But in reality, it will keep asking, sir, what else can we do, sir? Sir, what else do we need, sir? And that is what we call a surrender.
Narendra, surrender! Narendra, surrender! Narendra, surrender! Narendra, surrender! Narendra, surrender! Narendra, surrender!
नरेंद्र नाम मेरा, सरेंडर काम मेरा।